Hi guys, welcome to my channel Happy High Tarot. In today's pick a card reading, we will find out whether or not you're on your person's mind, and if so, what are their thoughts about you. So you can see an image on your screen right now. You've got three options to choose from. Feel free to pause the video over here, meditate on all your options, pick whichever one calls out to you the most. You'll find the timestamps in the comment section as well as in the description box below. So make your choice and let's get started. Hello, group one. If you guys chose the first image, let's find out, are you on your person's mind or not? So, the card that came out for you guys is success. So, this is in itself, of course, a big yes that you definitely are on your person's mind. It is quite possible, especially if this is a no contact situation, group one, that recently there could have been some sort of glow up perhaps that you guys have had, or just some success streak that you guys are on, which has once again drawn this person's attention towards you. I also got the message that they always knew that you were meant for great things. I specifically heard this. So, whatever time it is that you guys have spent together, I feel like in that duration, they definitely did see your potential. And so, they're not surprised by how well you're doing in life right now. But just seeing it, seeing you in all your glory, sharing about your accomplishments, it has definitely got them thinking about you. Okay, let's see now what exactly are this person's thoughts about you. So we've got three cards over here for that. We have resilience, love, and we have action. So, with resilience and success coming out for you guys, group one, it's almost as if the person on your mind has observed your journey from the bylines. They know where you're coming from. They are very well aware of the kind of struggle that you've been through to get to the place where you are in life right now. And they could not have been more proud of you. In fact, with this lovely sunflower energy over here, according to them, you deserve every bit of the happiness, the luxury, and the success that you're getting to live right now. Of course, with action and heart, with heart especially being at the center, it is very clear that this individual has deep feelings for you. They really, really like you. They're very fond of you. But it is quite possible that in the past, they could have missed one too many chances of taking some sort of action towards you, whatever their reasons were at that time. But now, with resilience and action, it seems like the person on your mind is heavily, heavily contemplating ignoring whatever obstacles there might be, and no matter what, just tune out all those other disturbances. Only focus on what their heart is telling them to do, only focus on their feelings for you, which are, as you can see, this floating balloon over here, guiding them towards you, guiding them to take some concrete action towards you. So I wouldn't be surprised if you hear from them, or perhaps some of you have recently heard from this person. It could have started out as a congratulations, and maybe it took you by surprise. How come this person is congratulating me out of nowhere? But the reason is that this individual is at this moment choosing to listen more to what their heart is saying. It's interesting because we asked what are their thoughts. So it does seem like there isn't too much of a difference between this person's headspace and heart space with regards to you right now. I also feel like this individual knows, especially with resilience and action, that you might not be too open or too keen to talk to them at this point. You might not show a lot of excitement when they try to reach out to you. Succulents do remind me of deserts and that, dry atmosphere. So I don't think they have too many expectations from you for when they do take action towards you, but it does seem like they've made up their mind to not give up without at least trying. Okay, now let's see, what would this person like to say to you right now? And for that, we have soulmate and we have yin. So this is the divine feminine's energy that is coming up over here, and we also have soulmate. So very clearly, whoever this person is for whom you're watching the reading today, group one, They seem to be absolutely convinced that you are the one for them. I mean, we have heart and love for you, then soulmate, and then yin. And if you look at the soulmate card, the person's eyes are closed. The third eye, though, is open. So this could have been a late realization that they are in love with you. I don't think, though, that this realization was triggered by your success. It's just late, is what it is. So this person wants to let you know that they see you as their soulmate. They're apologizing for the fact that they realized it's so late. But they're telling you that now when they see you in all your glory, and when they think about you, and when they tap into their feelings for you, it is very clear that nobody ignites the emotions in them quite like you do. Nobody makes them feel the same way as you do. They cannot begin to imagine their life with anybody else other than you. And I feel like all these strong emotions that they have towards you perhaps act like the fuel for this resilience that we got in their thoughts about you. With yin, another message that I just received from this person is that they know you don't need them to complete you, and they love how independent you are, that way that you don't need anybody. You might want people, but you don't necessarily need anyone. However, that being said, with the soulmate card, this person is asking you if you would like to take a chance on them, and if you would like to give them the opportunity to show you truly that they mean what it is that they're saying with the soulmate energy over here, that they really, really do like you. In fact, it's not, I mean, I keep saying like, but my bad, it is love. If somebody's seeing you as their soulmate, it can't simply be that, oh, I like this person. It's like this person. They definitely, definitely love you. I am also getting one more apology message for this over here. Someone, and some of you might know this, some of you might not, but it seems like somebody had possibly said some shit about you to this person. Somebody could have tried to divert this person's attention and energy away from you. Could have been some family member, could have been a friend. I also heard mutual connections. Could have also been somebody whom both of you knew, and that person could have acted like a snake and went behind your back and said crap about you to this person. And it seems like at that time, they could have believed that other person over you, or over their own emotions for you. And they're now coming to that realization, they're coming to that understanding that they were wrong. All right, now let's see what is the potential future, or what might happen next between you and this person. So for that, we have the Four of Pentacles and we have the Knight of Wands. One of you might be a fire sign, one of you might be an earth sign. See, this individual, as we can see, has made up their mind with action over here that they will be reaching out to you, they will be taking action towards you, and that energy has come out with the Knight of Wands also. But you seem to be sitting in a very made up, stubborn energy. Stubborn, not in a bad way, but stubborn in a way like, I know what I want, and no matter what you do or no matter what you say, you cannot change my mind or my heart at this point. So that seems to be your energy in the future with the Four of Pentacles. It's very closed off. Now you're sitting here watching this reading today. Despite that, you're in a closed off energy. So I can only imagine the magnitude of the mess that this person would have made, Group 1, for you to be so, like with your guards up and everything. That's not going to stop them from taking action towards you, which they've already made clear to you with the resilience energy. So I don't think that if they call you once and you don't pick up their call, they'll stop. They might try through other methods. They might drop by even for some of you, if that's feasible for them. But in the future, I just don't see you opening up that easily to their efforts. Some of you might not open up to their efforts at all, and for others of you, it might take this individual a hell of a lot of convincing to get you to finally put your guards down. I think perhaps this is a reformed player that you're dealing with, somebody who used to keep their options open, until one day they realized that they've fallen in love with you. But of course, by that time, you were aware of the fact that they were keeping other options open. And so now, of course, you you have your cards up, which makes total sense. They might, in their efforts to convince you to give them a chance, try to make you see and understand that now in their mind, in their heart, it's just you, nobody else. But how successfully will they be able to make you believe in them? Of course, will depend upon their efforts, and it'll also depend upon your willingness to a great extent. Okay, now let's see what advice does Spirit have for you regarding this connection, group 1. For that, we have the Knight of Swords and we have the Nine of Swords. One or both of you might have some air placements also in your chart. I'm getting a bit of a background story over here, group 1. Tell me if that resonates with you. When you needed them the most, they could have left you. They possibly ignored your efforts and your feelings and your signals at an earlier date. And now, when they've come to their senses, they're trying to come back to you. They might, of course, apologize for the distress that they caused you, but Spirit is highlighting over here that this person put you through a lot. I mean, you could have cried over this person a lot, group 1. You could have had a lot of sleepless nights because of them. You could have even had panic attacks or anxiety attacks because of this person, because of this connection, which is, I mean, too much. This connection put you through too much. Which is why, with the Knight of Swords over here, Spirit is saying that if you just want to make a run for it, if you do not want to talk to this person, if you do not want to sit and listen to what they have to say, that is totally, totally understandable. All right? The universe or your spirit guides, nobody is going to judge you for it. Nobody is going to come lashing out at you that, oh, you could have at least heard that person out. No, it depends upon your free will. If this person's presence or phone calls or messages make you feel a certain way which isn't good, you are not at all bound to reciprocate their actions. All right. And if for some of you, I also heard too little too late. So if for some of you that is exactly what it feels like, too little too late, you have every freedom over here with the Knight of Swords to just leave. Spirit is telling you very frankly over here with the Nine of Swords that you do not have to keep on subjecting yourself to this stress just because they have woken up now. Rest depends upon your free will. Alright, group 1. So these are all the messages that I have for you guys right now. If you like this reading, do give it a thumbs up. Let me know down in the comment section below. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you're new over here, and hit the bell icon when you do so. I'll see you guys next time. Bye. Hello, group 2. If you guys chose the second image, let's find out, are you on your person's mind or not? So the card that came out for you guys is pain. Alright. So, this is a yes. You guys are definitely on your person's mind, and I feel like in a very heavy sense. So, it's not like, your thoughts are making them feel very giddy or excited. It's causing them a lot of pain. So, of course, there could have been some backstory to the way things ended between you guys, and it seems to be directed inwards. So, it's not like they have any hard feelings towards you. This seems more like them having hard feelings towards themselves. It is highly likely that when they think about you, they might be reminded of the pain that they caused you. And hurting you or having hurt you is now hurting them. So when they think about you, the dominant energy over here seems to be of some kind of rough situation that they could have put you through. And it seems like it has now come back to haunt them. So yeah, they definitely are thinking about you. You are on their mind. Let's see, group 2, what exactly are your person's thoughts about you? So we have enlightenment for that, unlimited potential with infinity, and we have patience. All right. So with enlightenment over here and patience, especially enlightenment, it does seem like, and this very well could have been a tower moment for a lot of these people for whom you're watching today's reading. I think it has hit them like a bolt from the blue, just how bad they were towards you. And I also heard avoidable. So, whatever it is that they put you through was totally avoidable, group 2. It's just that they did not realize it then. In fact, because we have enlightenment and potential right next to each other, it seems like the potential of this connection is something that they didn't realize while they still had you, while you guys are still together. It did not occur to them at all. And now, thanks to this enlightenment, thanks to this, you can say a little bit of hermiting that they might be doing, dark night of the soul, it is now coming to them that perhaps if they were just a little bit more patient with you, with themselves, and with this connection, the situation today could have been totally different. It's quite possible that this person could have left this connection at the first minor inconvenience, or let's say the first argument or something that you guys had, and it made no sense to you because you were very patient with them always. You were very understanding with them. In fact, it's quite possible that a lot of the times this person would be projecting their negativity, their pain, their troubles onto you, and you would just absorb all of that. But when it came to you, or when it came to this connection altogether, they didn't show the same sort of kindness, they did not show the same sort of patience, and they just left. And now they're realizing what a fool they were to have done that. I also feel like this pain, this guilt, and this realization was a long time coming, and for a very very long period of time they could have kept running in circles. They could have kept running away from their emotions, away from their feelings, not really confronting their shadow side. And then perhaps that tower moment happened. They, like I said, that realization was dawned on them that I messed up. And that's what that is. When they think about you, they think about all the different ways in which they royally, royally messed up in this connection. Okay, let's see what is it that this person wants to say to you, group 2. So for that we have perception and we have TikTok. So it's interesting, we have patience over here and now we have TikTok. So definitely they're apologizing for not giving you and giving this connection as much time, as much effort, and as much dedication as it deserved. They did not reciprocate your efforts at all. And it's also possible with perception over here that back then when you guys were together, or closer together rather, they viewed you in a light which could have never at that time made them realize that there's long term potential with this person. They could have taken you very lightly, they could have taken this connection very lightly. Maybe they didn't give you the kind of respect that you deserved as a partner. And now, with pain and perception over here, I heard stepping into your shoes. So it seems, group 2, that what this person is trying to tell you now is that I don't, firstly, they're clarifying that they haven't got a taste of their own medicine. It's not like somebody has exactly done to them what they did to you. No, they did not need that. That wasn't needed. It was a realization that came from within, that I was so wrong about group 2. I was so wrong about my outlook towards my connection with group 2. I thought it was just a fling. I thought I would get over them. I thought they would get over me. I thought it was very casual, very light-hearted. And now here I am, and it's causing me so much grief. Why is losing group 2 suddenly causing me so much grief? Oh, it's probably because I didn't realize back then that we could have been so great together. And definitely with TikTok over here, they're apologizing. Okay, so they're interrupting me to tell you that a lot of the times they rushed you through a lot of, you can say, the milestones of this connection. This connection could have started really quickly and then things ended equally quickly, which is another thing for which they're apologizing. For a very long time after they left, You could have tried to get them back, you could have tried to go after them, and they did not value that. They did not value the time that you were investing in trying to hold things together, for which also now they're feeling that pain and they're apologizing to you. With TikTok, this person is also telling us today that they are worried that time is slipping out of their hands and that they've already wasted so many weeks, months, or years in coming to this realization about you and about this connection, that they fear now, what if it is too late for them to do any sort of damage compensation? And they're also wondering with TikTok over here, are you still waiting for them or not? Okay, let's see what might potentially happen between you two in the future, group two. So we have the Five of Cups for it, and we have the King of Wands. I'm getting two messages from this, all right, and one of them depends upon your free will. So the first message with the Five of Cups and the King of Wands is that, as we've seen with enlightenment and pain and all of that, that the person on your mind is now seeing you as a missed opportunity. They're seeing you as the one that got away. So now with the King of Wands, they've made up their mind to take action towards you and to correct their mistakes, hoping that they still have time to do that. Earlier, their ego perhaps was ruling over their head and their heart, but now it's different. Now that that enlightenment has happened, now that they've been through that dark night of the soul, things are more clear to them. So they're saying that they are planning on showing up like how you would have wanted them to show up for you back then. Although with the Five of Cups over here, there still is that skepticism in them whether you'll be open to it or not. And the second possibility with the Five of Cups and the King of Wands for the future of your connection with this person is that you will not budge. No matter what they do to win you over or say to you, in your eyes, in your opinion, it might not be good enough to make up for what it is that they had put you through. And so, no matter what they say or what they do, because you've made up your mind that you're not going to give them a second chance, you will not be budging from your stance. In the past, maybe it was very easy for them to control you, control your emotions and your actions, but now you're going to make it very clear to them that they cannot just swing by and expect you to do or say as they please. You will do or say whatever it is that you want. And a lot of you, I don't see you giving this person a second chance, and I feel like they might be met with disappointment if they take action towards you. For others of you, sure, they might be able to convince you that they've changed for the better, and you might give them a second chance. Okay, let's see what advice does Spirit have for you, group 2, regarding what you should be doing in this connection. And for that, we have three cards fell out for you. So we have the Six of Cups and the Three of Pentacles and the Page of Wands. These two flew out together. And you see here also, it's like for one group, you've been wanting to get back together with this person. And so naturally, when they do take action towards you, you will reconcile with them. So that's done and dusted. For others of you who might in general be in two minds regarding this person and regarding this connection, some of you are being advised to just listen to whatever your intuition asks you to do at that moment. If you feel like it, good. If you don't, you can go. That's all right. Nobody will judge you for it. Nobody will stop you and ask you questions for it. Others of you, like I said, because over here there seems to be people who are of two minds. So in case you want to give this person a chance, but you want to proceed with caution, you're being advised to first get back together with them as just friends and see whether they've actually transformed into the King of Wands they're claiming to be, or whether they're still that silly Page of Wands from your past. If they have actually changed, you can then change the status of your connection from just friends to something more. However, if during the course of that friendship you come to the realization that no, this was all a sham and they haven't actually changed, they just pretend to be the king of wands, they're still that page, then you can leave. You will be under no obligation to stay. All right. The signs that have come out over here are, we actually have all the signs of yours. It can be any sign. So these are all the messages that I have for you right now, group 2. If you like this reading, do give it a thumbs up. Let me know down in the comment section below. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you're new over here, and hit the bell icon when you do so. Air signs aren't here. So we have Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, and Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. I'll see you guys next time. Bye. Hello, group 3. If you guys chose the third image, let's find out, are you on your person's mind or not? So the card that came out for you guys for this question is space. So group 3, I do not think that you are actively on this person's mind. Feel free to stick around because we do have a bunch of other messages, but actively I would say no. The space card over here, it seems as if this person is very good at compartmentalizing their headspace, and whatever their focus areas are right now, it seems like you or this connection, or just in general any connection for that matter, it's just that might not be a part of it. And of course, another message can be that this person is not at all good when it comes to their feelings. This might be the kind of person who tends to intellectualize their feelings. This might be the kind of person who has a really hard time in figuring out how they are feeling. And of course, if they don't know how they're feeling, how can they tell you how they're feeling? They might be somebody who is in general very disconnected from their heart space. And it's also possible that emotions in itself as a concept might be so heavy for them to deal with that they try to stay away from all of those memories, emotions, thoughts as much as possible. So they consciously do not allow any such thought to enter their mind space. Okay. So that's that. Actively, like I said, you're not on this person's mind. However, this does not mean that they have totally forgotten about your existence or they don't ever think about you. Which brings us to the second segment of the reading, which is, when they do think about you, what are their thoughts? And the cards that came out for it are Globe, which says possibility. So this might be one of those connections where you guys are living in different countries. We have Chance and Focus. It seems like this person is deliberately avoiding thinking about you, group 3. Whoever this is, with possibility and chance, very similar energies. And like I said, there might be a lot of physical distance between you guys. If this isn't physical distance, these might be differences of other nature, whether these are cultural differences, socioeconomic differences, religion, whatever it is. They seem to be convinced that because of these differences, there is little to no possibility of anything ever working out between you guys. Now, they can take a chance on this connection and see if they're right or wrong, but with Chance and Focus over here, whoever this is, they are afraid of taking that risk. Because yes, there's a 50% chance that you guys might overcome all of those barriers, but then there's also 50% chance that you might not be able to. And it seems like whoever this individual is, group 3, they always tend to focus more on the worst case scenario. And when, of course, they focus more on the worst case scenario, the emotions get so heavy and overwhelming, which is why they try not to think about it. at all, because they don't want to put themselves through those feelings and through those emotions. And so, consciously, with the bullseye and focus over here, they choose to focus on everything other than that. They'll focus on their work, they'll focus on their hobbies, they'll focus on their friendships, they'll focus on their social life, they'll focus on their fitness. But things that cause them pain, things that keep them in a dilemma, that they won't focus on. Why? Because they do not want to marinate in those heavy emotions. And this connection seems to be like, how we say, a touchy topic for them, which is why they try to avoid it. It is not easy for this person to think about you. It is not easy for this person to have a conversation about you or perhaps even with you, which is why they actively try to dissociate themselves as much as possible. Of course, some might call it escapism, but that's just what it is. They're very afraid of taking a chance on this connection. They're focusing more on the hurdles. In fact, Spirit just told me they're focusing on the wrong thing. So there is focus over here, but yeah, it is on the wrong thing. There definitely might be some silver lining, but because they're focusing more on the worst case scenario, so they're not seeing that silver lining. And because they're not seeing the possibilities that are out there, they're not seeing the different ways in which it can work, which is why they might be coming across as so closed off. Okay, let's see what is it that they want to say to you, group 3. We have release and we have thinker with the number 44. So you guys might be seeing a lot of repeating fours for some of you. See, this is where it gets interesting. They're telling you that the idea of you or leaving this connection behind and just releasing this connection, surrendering it, not really thinking about it, has crossed their mind many times. And they're being very honest with that over here. But they're saying that they're not able to let go of you, because it's almost as if the minute that they're about to let go of you, something inside them holds them back and convinces them to ask themselves, are they really up for it? Do they really have what it takes to completely let go of you and completely release this connection? And when they start thinking about it, and this is a very heavy energy over here, what with the cemetery and then the rainfall, and it's just in general very gloomy. Again, the onset of heavy emotions is what's being spoken about over here. And so when they begin to just in general, mull over whether they should let go of you, move on from you, and things like that, these heavy emotions of, okay, today I might, let go of her, I might move on from her, I might not, I might just surrender this connection, but what about tomorrow? What's the guarantee that I won't miss her? What if tomorrow I wake up and I regret it heavily? What will I do then? And so it seems like this individual, thanks to this thinking pattern and thanks to the fact that they're not able to address their emotions properly, they seem to be at this constant crossroads. What should I do? Should I stay or should I leave? And perhaps that mixed energy, that confused energy, is what they then project onto you. And so, in case there is some contact left still between you guys, naturally, their words and their actions confuse you because of the same reason. Because sometimes you feel like they care, and at other times it seems as if they just couldn't care less. And so, because of that, just like how they're at a crossroads, perhaps they've put you at a crossroads as well. Should I stay or should I go? Okay, let's see what is the potential future of this connection. For that, we have the Knight of Cups and we have the King of Cups. So, there are two messages that I'm getting with this. The first message is that with the Knight of Cups, there is a chance that in the future, this person might actually take some action towards you. They might try to come back in your life. They might try to make it up to you, see if they still have a chance with you, might They might start with something very simple like asking you out for some drinks, maybe something like that. And there is potential for growth. With the knight leading to the king of cups, there is potential for growth, this person's individual development, their growth, which then in turn will have a positive impact on the dynamics of this connection. The second message is that when this person decides to show up again in your life, either around the same time or maybe before then, someone else would have showed up in your life already. Somebody who would already be the king of cups that you've been waiting for, that you've been hoping to get in your love life. Somebody who will be much more sensible, more mature, more in touch with their feelings, more kind, more sensitive, more concerned. The timing, yes, for a lot of you, in fact, the timing of the arrival of both the people, your past and your future, might coincide. Choice, of course, then will be yours, whether you want to give your past a second chance, or whether you want to be with this new person who's showing up, whether you want to wait for this person and see when will they grow up into the king of cups. But yes, if you're single, you're not about to be single for a very long time now, and if you are waiting for this person, I do see them taking action. They the action might not come as soon as you expect though, because it seems to be a very stationary energy. The horse is standing there, it's not moving. So, unless and until this person has strategized first, what exactly do they want to say to you? How do they want to execute the whole thing? Unless and until they have that figured out, they will not be taking action. And that is what might give the new person a lead over them, because they already seem to be so sorted. Both the people, the one that you're currently asking about and the new one that most of you might give a chance to, both might be water signs. Okay, now let's see what advice does spirit have for you, group 3, regarding your connection with this person. We have the 6 of swords and we have the 7 of swords. Whoever this is for whom you watched this reading today might be somebody who's very sneaky. And I mean, we've already seen they're not very good with their emotions, they're not very good at expressing their emotions. You never can be sure of what exactly is it that they're thinking or feeling or saying. There is some sneakiness over here. And it is also possible that once before, when you guys were together or used to be slightly more closer, there could have been some deception. They could have either lied to you about something. For some of you, possibly they could have cheated on you, they could have kept things from you. And that memory is still very fresh in your mind, group 3. So, Spirit is asking you, how easy or how difficult will it be for you to trust this person again when they show up? The broader message over here for you is to work on your trust issues, especially the ones that you've gotten thanks to this person. Maybe you didn't have trust issues before this connection. And so, if you want to move on from this person and if you want to welcome new energies into your life, you will have to make sure that trust issues is something that you address. For some of you, with the 6 of swords, if you want to move on, or just in general, if you've been asking yourself, should I wait or should I go? Ask yourself what the answer is, and your heart will tell you that it wants to leave, it's had enough of this. And so you should leave, you should go. And the third advice over here is that for those of you who want to give this Knight of Cups a chance and wait and see by when will it transform into the King of Cups, you'll have to ensure that this energy doesn't show up again. Do not ignore the red flags if they are still there again, like you perhaps could have previously. So if you do spot any red flags second time around, take that as your sign to leave. Basically, with this swords energy over here, and they're both very fast energies, Spirit is telling you that you do not have to be as patient the second time around with this person as you were previously, especially if in the past you've already spent a lot of months, days, weeks, years on this connection, waiting for this person to show up, to transform, to change, to be who it is that you wanted them to be. It is absolutely not required of you to invest the same amount of time again. All right, troop 3. So these are all the messages that I have for you right now. If you like this reading, do give it a thumbs up. Let me know down in the comment section below. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you're new over here, and hit the bell icon when you do so. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.